Hey, welcome to jdgTV. My name is JD, and today's episode is about my injury. And the anniversary of my injury. So today, June 4th, I broke my neck between like 11:30 p.m. is when I got into my accident. So that was 7 years ago, and I'm so lucky to be alive. And it's so weird thinking now that 7 years has gone by that I'm paralyzed basically from the neck down. I can move my one right arm, but my left arm is paralyzed, and obviously the rest of my body is paralyzed too. And it's hard living in a wheelchair, being paralyzed, especially knowing what is out there in the world, like all the things that I used to do and all the things that people take for granted, just, anything. It could be going to the bathroom, it could just be driving a car, it could be, having a relationship. And I definitely feel people take it for granted because, well, I mean, that's expected out of life. You have these things happen to you. Like, you get a boyfriend, you go to the bath, like, that's just normal stuff that humans do. And it shouldn't be taken away from you. And that's the thing that sucks the most, is not being able to have my independence, because I don't have use of my hands or to my fingers. So it makes it even harder to do things throughout the day. And today I just reflect on all the things that I've done in these last 7 years, and I think about all the good things that have happened to me, but I also think about the what ifs. Like, what if I didn't get paralyzed? What would I be doing? I'm constantly thinking about the things that I could have done or would have done or might have done, and I don't like dwell on them to where I get like super like depressed, because if you do that and you're constantly thinking about the things that you can't do, you're definitely going to drive yourself crazy. But there's times where I'm driving in the car and with my mom, and I think about when I used to drive my car, and I picture myself in the driver's seat, with my hat on, like the radio on real loud. And or if I see, if I'm out somewhere and I see someone I like their outfit, I picture myself in that outfit, like when I was in really good shape before my injury. And I'm in pretty good shape nowadays, but I'm talking, I was in pretty good shape before my injury, and I always think, like, how much bigger would I be, like, working out wise. That's something that I always wanted to be, is like something, like jacked basically. And I got there, but I definitely wonder if I would be a lot bigger. I think I would be, because I was only 17, So imagine if I kept lifting till now, I'd be ginormous. It'd be huge. I hope you guys like the tree in the background. I'm outside of my deck. It's actually cold, man. It's June 4th, and I'm wearing a freaking jacket. It's ridiculous. This weather sucks. But I guess, whatever. At least it's semi-warm. The weather is, like, the last 2 weeks, it's been, like, raining and, like, in the 50s and in the 60s. I guess, again, what are you going to do? Mother Nature is the boss. But I like to look at the things that I've done in my life in the last 7 years. Like, when I first got injured, I remember a lot of the things that happened that day. I was working with my dad, and I came home, I took a shower, played a little bit of World of Warcraft. Then I left, and my dad had dropped me off at a friend's house. And then I was only there at my friend's house for a very short time. That was at like 5 or 6 o'clock, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the time. And then I left from there. We left there and we went somewhere. And then I met up with another group of friends. And we went to a party. And then after the party, I don't remember anything. But I always think about the things, like if I'm out, I see something, I picture myself, doing whatever that is. Like I said, driving a car, or, I see someone who's in really good shape. I picture myself there. If I see, like a couple, I think, what if that was me? Because that stuff gets taken away from you. Dating isn't easy. Working out isn't the same. I go to physical therapy. Well, I haven't gone to physical therapy, but when I did, it's not like working out. You don't get the same results, and I don't know how to explain it, but it sucks. And being in a wheelchair, I really wish. There's times where I get really depressed because, yeah, it sucks being in a wheelchair. There's things that I want to do. I want to get the hell out of this freaking wheelchair. I want to get up. I want to run. I want to drive my car. I want to work out. I want to go chase the girls. I want to do everything that any other person does or strives for. I want to go out. I want to work. I want to make money. And even that, like, thankfully I have a family who, I'm not rich at all whatsoever, but I'm thankfully that my family is rich in love. And basically, my mom does a really good job of taking care of me. And because there's a lot of people out there who they end up breaking their neck, or they get a traumatic brain injury, and their parents don't have the money to look after them, just maybe because of money issues, or they have other siblings and it's too much to take care of. So a lot of people, they just rot in nursing homes and they end up dying in nursing homes, and it's sad truth. But thankfully I have a really good mom, and she's the best. I always wanted to have my own apartment. I always wanted to have my own car, or whatever it is. I always wanted to I couldn't wait to get to the point in my life to where I could spread my wings and be free. And not have to worry about my parents, breathing down my neck, or not that they were breathing down my neck, but I couldn't wait to just get out into the world and see what it was like. And I feel that opportunity was taken away from me. And especially now, because I'm in the wheelchair, where I need, like, my mom or someone like that to help me and do the things just to get through the day. Like, the last couple days have been like terrible for me, just due to my injury. And there's some days that are better. Like, I had bathroom issues, which I can't even, like, it's freaking crazy. Like, the bathroom issues, it's not as easy as it was, before. And yeah, I definitely just miss being able to, like, go to the bathroom 1, 2, 3. Now it's a lot longer than what it usually should be. And but like, I was telling my grandma today just how happy I was to be alive. And I was telling my mom as well, like, thank God I made it through. But there's days where, like, that I wish I was just, like, that I would have just died during my injury, because it's really hard to cope with an injury like this. I mean, I really do have a good attitude towards things. I have a good outlook on life. I'm happy. I'm trying to run a business. What else? I'm going to school. I'm trying to do all the things that a normal human being would do, but unfortunately for me, I have a setback, and that setback is being paralyzed. And I just want to be normal. I just want there to be a cure. I don't know if there's ever going to be a cure for it. I hope there is. I'm tired of being stationary. I was always an independent person. I was always, like, a free thinker. I spoke my mind. I miss having, like, this aura. I feel everyone has an aura about, like, that surrounds them. No matter who you are, everyone has their own aura. And I feel that when I broke my neck, I lost that aura. And it just sounds weird. I don't want to boast, but I just miss that. And I remember like before my injury, I'd walk through the mall and like girls would stare at me, and it was just, everything was just, life was so much easier, and it's not like that anymore. And you know, when you take away stuff from people that they're comfortable with, it's, I don't know how to explain it, and it sucks. I want to be able to like play sports again. I mean, not like professionally or anything, but just to be able to play a pickup game of basketball or football or wall ball, just anything, you know. And I'm tired of just being stationary. I play video games and I watch TV and I watch movies to take up most of my time. But other than that, I'm just sitting in my friggin' room doing nothing, you know, or I'm outside doing nothing, just sitting outside looking at the sun, you know, trying to get my tan on, baby. As you can see, I'm looking good, nice and tan already for the summer. But yeah, I just want to be normal, and I don't know how long it's gonna take to find a cure for paralysis. I mean, shit, if I'm 70 years old and they come out with a cure, I'm gonna be in the club. I'm gonna be the oldest dude there. I'm gonna be chilling. I'm gonna have a nice ass car. I'm gonna be going to the retirement homes, hanging with the old biddies. Get my freak on. Get your freak on. Get your freak on. But yeah, I just want to be normal, and it sucks. You know, I was never like the odd person out, and now I am, and it's uncomfortable. But I got to think about like the positive things in my life. Like I said, like running a business, which I will make another video about and get more into details. You know, finding a place to live, and getting a girlfriend, and just, I could still do those things, but just at a slower pace. And I miss working out. I miss all the opportunities that able-bodied people get. Like, you name it. Just if you want, leave a comment down below and ask me, you know, any question, ask me, and most likely I'll miss it. You know, I miss taking a piss. You know, when you really have to pee and you're like, oh, I gotta pee, and then you pee and you're like, oh, that feels good. And then, I miss hanging out with my friends and just doing like random shit. I don't care if, like, I always spoke with my body. I always use body language. I always use my hands to talk, I guess because I'm Italian. Or I'm from from being New Jersey. Everyone, is big and loud in New Jersey. But I always talked with my hands, and I just, I like to dance. I don't get to dance anymore. I could do this, or like this. That's not good enough. I want to freaking get up and do the worm. Yeah. I miss playing video games. I mean, yeah, I play video games, but I don't play them at nowhere near as a high level as I used to. Like, I was actually talking to one of my friends earlier today, and we were talking about playing Call of Duty, and at one of my friends' house, and he was saying like, yeah, you were really good at Call of Duty, and it sucks now that I'm not, and I just want to be good at life. But soon, I hope there is a cure. It sucks, man. But yeah, so today, June 4th, is my anniversary. Even though I arrived at the hospital on June 5th, so like on the books, I guess you could say, I got injured on June 5th, but initially it was on June 4th, and since it rolled over to past midnight, I got injured. I guess it was documented on June 5th, but really June 4th. And so yeah, this day is pretty special to me because I reflect on all the things I've done, and I reflect on all the things that I might have done. I also think about all the friends, like what they have done and what they have achieved, and it kind of sucks because I'll explain it like this: you're looking out a window, watching everybody else live their lives as you just sit there, and it's hard. It is. That's what it's like. It's like looking out a window while everyone else is living their lives. And it sucks. It's not healthy, I don't think. But that's why if you're in a wheelchair and you're watching this video, you can't think about that stuff, because that's the shit that'll make you go crazy. You know, when I start thinking about that stuff, if I keep thinking about it heavily, yeah, it gets a little upsetting. But yeah, but I do think about a lot of things, but I also think about the future of me being in a wheelchair and what my future is going to be, and I think it's gonna be a bright future. I just need to get over little hurdles, and in life, and like the curveballs that life throws at you, and yeah, and I think anyone can be successful no matter what the situation is. You know, being in a wheelchair or not in a wheelchair, it just really depends on your state of mind. See, I know, I don't know, but I notice, you know, I don't really see many people in wheelchairs out. I don't really know too many people in wheelchairs that are successful, like in a way of where, you know, to like an average person, most of the time, I think most people are, you know, quadriplegic wise, you know, or on disability, and that's pretty much it, and they just stay home a lot. And that's a sad truth. I would much rather be out working in the world, not so much because of the money, just because I want to be able to you know, have conversations with people and talk to other people and just see things that are going on in life. Because when you don't have that, you can't do those things, and you can't drive a car, and you can't get up on your own, you can't get dressed on your own, can't brush your own teeth, can't shower yourself, you're on the outside looking in. But yeah, so yeah, basically, I think I'm rambling now. This is basically my 7-year anniversary of my injury. I was 17 when I got injured. Yeah, it sucks, but you just gotta go on with your life, no matter what happens. And hopefully, some people that are, you know, maybe not going through the greatest of times can get a little boost from this video. I think I already went a little too long, almost 20-minute video, but yeah. So leave a comment or whatever, and hit me up. You can check out my my personal website at believeinjd.com, and my Twitter is jdgTV93. And yeah, all right, take it easy.